Have you ever stopped and really noticed your breath? I mean, really paid attention to the way it feels. The rise and fall of your chest, the coolness of air entering your nostrils, and the warmth of it leaving your body? How often do you think about your breathing? Probably not often, right? But here's a question for you. What if I told you that something as simple as how you breathe could change the way you think and feel? What if your breath could reduce your anxiety, calm your mind, and even sharpen your focus? Sounds almost too simple to be true, doesn't it? Yet the truth is, breathing affects your mental state in profound ways. And in today's video, we're going to explore exactly how this works and why learning to control your breath might just be the key to mastering your emotions, your stress levels, and your overall mental well-being. Don't miss the 3 amazing breathing practices at the end of the video. Let's start with a basic question. What happens in your body when you take a breath? Each time you inhale, oxygen fills your lungs and moves into your bloodstream. This oxygen is then delivered to every cell in your body, providing the fuel you need to function. And when you exhale, you release carbon dioxide, a waste product. On the surface, breathing is a simple exchange of gases, keeping your body alive. But here's the thing. Your breath does so much more than just keep you alive. It also communicates directly with your brain. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how your breath changes when you're nervous, or how it feels when you're relaxed? That's because the way you breathe has a direct line to your brain's emotional control center, a key player called the autonomic nervous system. So if your breathing can influence your nervous system, could it also influence how you feel, how you think, and even how you react to stress? To answer that, we need to dive into the science of breathing. The autonomic nervous system controls many of the unconscious functions in your body: your heartbeat, digestion, and of course, your breathing. And it has 2 main branches: the sympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for your fight or flight response, and the parasympathetic nervous system, which triggers rest and digest mode. When you're stressed, your sympathetic nervous system kicks in, and what happens? Your breath quickens. This is because your body is preparing to respond to a threat. Fast, shallow breathing sends a signal to your brain that there's danger, which then stimulates the secretion of hormones such as adrenaline, noradrenaline, and cortisol, which all amplify your anxiety and stress. But what if you could consciously reverse this process? What if instead of letting your stress control your breath, you could control your breath to influence your stress? You can. By slowing down your breathing, taking deeper, more mindful breaths, you activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your body that calms you down. In essence, slow, deep breathing tells your brain, everything's okay, there's no danger, your heart rate slows, your blood pressure drops, and your body starts to relax. Let me ask you this. Isn't it amazing that something so simple, something we do without even thinking, can have such a powerful impact on our mood and mental state? So, how exactly does breathing affect the brain? Well, every time you breathe deeply, the vagus nerve, one of the longest nerves in your body, gets stimulated. This nerve plays a major role in regulating your parasympathetic nervous system. When the vagus nerve is activated, it calms the body down, reduces anxiety, and improves your ability to focus. Deep breathing is like giving your brain a direct signal. Relax, all is well. But here's something even more fascinating. Controlled breathing can also increase activity in the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for decision-making, problem-solving, and emotional regulation. Have you ever felt like your thoughts are racing when you're anxious and it's hard to think straight? That's because in moments of stress, the prefrontal cortex often goes offline, and the amygdala, the brain's fear center, takes over. But with deep, mindful breathing, you can bring the prefrontal cortex back online, helping you think more clearly and make better decisions, even in stressful situations. So, let me ask you, if your breath can help you regain control of your mind in times of stress, wouldn't it be worth it to learn how to harness that power? Let's go a bit deeper. You know how people say take a deep breath when you're upset? It's not just a cliche, there's real science behind it. When you breathe deeply, it helps to regulate the production of cortisol, the stress hormone. Have you ever been in a high-pressure situation where your body feels tense and your heart is racing? That's cortisol at work, preparing your body to handle a challenge. but too much cortisol can lead to chronic stress, anxiety, and even depression. Deep, controlled breathing can lower cortisol levels, allowing your body to return to a more balanced state. This is why practices like yoga, meditation, and mindfulness all place such a strong emphasis on the breath. They're not just about relaxing, they're teaching your body and mind to communicate in a healthier way. But here's a question for you. Have you ever noticed that your emotions can change the way you breathe? When you're angry, your breath gets fast and shallow. When you're sad, it becomes slow and heavy. When you're happy, your breath flows easily and naturally. Isn't it amazing how closely linked your emotions and your breath are? The good news is that the reverse is also true. By consciously changing your breath, you can influence your emotions. Practical tip: when feeling anxious, try breathing in slowly for a count of 4, holding for 4, and exhaling for a count of 4. This technique, often called box breathing, can quickly bring a sense of calm to both your body and mind. Now let's talk about something we all struggle with from time to time: focus. Do you ever sit down to work or study, only to find that your mind keeps wandering? You feel restless, distracted, and unable to concentrate. What if I told you that your breath might be the key to improving your focus and mental clarity? When you breathe deeply and steadily, you're delivering more oxygen to your brain. More oxygen means better cognitive function, sharper focus, and improved memory. This is why techniques like diaphragmatic breathing, where you breathe deeply into your belly rather than just your chest, are often used in mindfulness and concentration exercises. If you're feeling scattered or unfocused, try this. Take a deep breath in, hold it for a few seconds, and then slowly exhale, letting go of any tension you feel. Repeat this for a few cycles, and notice how your mind begins to sharpen, as if you've hit the reset button on your brain. Just imagine, how might your day-to-day life change if you could improve your focus and mental clarity with just a few deep breaths? The key is to get used to implementing these techniques. We've all been there. Those moments when life feels overwhelming. Deadlines loom, conflicts arise, or maybe you're just juggling too many things at once. In those moments, it's easy to feel out of control. But no matter what's happening around you, your breath is always with you, and you can always come back to it. In fact, some of the most successful people in high-stress environments, from athletes to public speakers to CEOs, use controlled breathing techniques to stay calm and focused under pressure. By mastering their breath, they master their mind. Think about it. How different would your life feel if you could remain calm and centered, even in the face of chaos? So, how can you use this knowledge in your everyday life? Let's go over a few simple breathing techniques that you can try right now. 1. Box breathing. Breathe in for a count of 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4, and hold for 4 again. It is made up of 4 parts. Inhale and exhale, and 2 pauses in between, each one lasting for 4 seconds. Don't be too hard on yourself at the beginning. It's okay to miss a second or two in the middle of the practice. The aim is to get you relaxed. You'll improve over time. Repeat this cycle for a few minutes. It's perfect for calming your mind in moments of stress or anxiety. 2. Diaphragmatic breathing. Place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. As you inhale, focus on expanding your belly rather than your chest. This deep breathing technique helps activate the parasympathetic nervous system and promotes relaxation. 3. Alternate nostril breathing. Close your right nostril with your thumb, inhale through your left nostril, then close your left nostril and exhale through your right. Then inhale through your right nostril, close it and exhale through left nostril. Keep alternating inhales and exhales through opposite nostrils for 1 to 2 minutes. This technique is often used in yoga to balance the mind and body. These techniques may seem simple, but their effects can be profound. So what did we learn today? Your breath is more than just an automatic function of your body. It's a tool, a bridge between your body and your mind. It can calm you, energize you, help you focus, and even transform the way you experience your emotions. The next time you're feeling stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed, remember, your breath is always there for you, ready to help. All it takes is a moment of awareness. Let me ask you one last question. If changing the way you breathe could change the way you live, isn't it worth giving it a try?